Now that you have completed your heel flap, it's time to do your heel turn. And don't you just wish that you didn't have to follow a pattern for this, that you could just pick up your knitting and start doing your heel turn right away? Well, I'm here to show you how. What you're going to do first is you're going to start counting each stitch in towards the middle. So you're going to go 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9. Now I have counted in towards the middle. I've got 11 on each side, other side of my thumb. And I've come to this little group of stitches in the middle. And I've stopped here because what I want to count now is my SSK knit 1 and my purl 2 together purl 1. I have to take those stitches into account. So I'm going to go 3 for the SSK knit 1, and then I'm going to go 3 for the purl 2 together purl 1. So that's how many stitches I know I'm going to start my heel turn with. I also know that if I go to this thumb here and I count all these stitches, so 1, 2, 3, 4, let me see, do that again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So I'm going to stop 15 stitches before the end. Okay, so we're going to start knitting, and my mistake, it was 14 stitches. I'm going to stop 14 stitches before the end. So using my 9-inch circular needle, I'm going to slip that first stitch, and I'm going to knit across and stopping when I get to 14 stitches. Just 1 second. There we go. Okay, I'm going to stop and count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So I got to do 1, 2, 3, 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and I'm just going to count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 3. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to do a SSK and knit 1, and then we're going to turn our work, and we're going to slip that first stitch, and we're going to purl 4, 2, 3, 4. Now, if you're unsure how many you need to purl, what you need to do, it's really simple, is you're just going to count 11, because you need to match on the other side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then you need to have your 3 stitches for your purl 2 together and purl 1. So that means I've got to purl 1 more stitch. And now I'm going to purl 2 together, purl 1, and turn my work. And now this is where everything should work. So you'll see there's this gap. See that? There's a gap. So I should have 11 stitches on this side, and I should have 11 on this side. So let's cross our fingers and let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yay! And 11 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yay! So now what you're going to do is you're going to slip that stitch. You're going to knit to 1 stitch before the gap. And there we go. And now we're going to SSK that stitch, SSK that one. Well, we're slipping them. And now we're knitting them. And then knit 1. Turn, see, look at that, it already started. Turn your work. You're going to slip 1. You're going to purl. Across to the gap. There's the gap. So now I'm going to purl 2 together, purl 1, turn my work, slip that stitch, knit again to 1 stitch before the gap, and there it is right there. So now we're going to slip, slip, and knit, and knit 1, turn our work. Now we're going to slip 1, and then we're going to purl again to 1 stitch before the gap. And we're everywhere over here. Oops. There we are. And there's that one, and then there's the gap there. So we're going to purl 2 together and purl 1, turn our work. Now I'm just going to make a sanity check here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. Okay, we got the right number of stitches. So now we're going to slip 1 and knit across to 1 stitch before the gap. And there we go. So we're going to do an SSK. knit one, turn our work, slip one, purl across to one stitch before the gap, and there we go. Now we're going to purl those two together, and we're going to purl one, and we're going to turn our work. See, there it is. And then we're going to slip one, knit across to one stitch before the gap. There we go. So now we're going to do an SSK. And knit one. We're almost down to the end. Slip one. Purl across. My hands are getting tired. I should say my elbows are getting tired. We're coming up to the one stitch before the gap. There we go. And now we're gonna purl two together, purl one, and turn our work. Slip one, knit across to one stitch before the gap. So see, I'm not counting, I do count once in a while just to make sure I'm on the right track, but I'm not actually counting each individual stitch as I go. I'm just going by look. Like I can tell when I get to that one stitch before the gap, and then I stop. Here we go, one more. Okay, and again, SSK, and knit one, and turn the work, slip one, and now we're going to purl all the way over to the one stitch before the gap. So I'm not gonna stop and speed up this. Well, I might. We'll see in the editing what I end up doing. Oh, it's almost coffee time. And I can see it. There we go. So now I'm going to purl two together, purl one, and turn my work. So now what I've got is I've got one stitch on each side of the gap. So I will not be doing SSK knit one, I'll just be doing SSK. Same on the purl side, I'll just be doing purl 2 together. So now we're going to go right to the very end. And then we'll be ready to pick up the gusset stitches. Okay, so here we are. Now this is actually one stitch, but it's that, you know, when the stitch, you pull the stitch and it looks like two, but it's one. Anyway, yeah, that's what that is. So we're going to do a slip, slip, there we go, and then we're going to do knit through the, or knit SSK, knit, there we go, and now we're going to turn our work, and now we've got this one little stitch here that we need to purl 2 together. So we're going to slip one, and purl all the way across, and then purl 2 together. Okay. Something caught my eye. I almost thought we had a butterfly in the house. As long as it's not a moth. Okay, so and there we go. So now we're going to purl those 2 stitches together. And there you go, you're done. You have just completed your heel turn. Look at that. Congratulations, you have turned the heel of your sock. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please make sure that you like this video and subscribe to see the next video as to how I pick up the gusset stitches. For now, take care and we'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.